Hey there, if you're wondering about selling your home while living in Orange County, in this video we're sharing all the tools for first-time home sellers, even if this isn't the first home you've ever sold. Today's episode is all about the questions you should ask before hiring a real estate broker, and we're going to be talking about three things. One, how long has your real estate agent been in business? Two, is your real estate agent full-time or part-time? Three, how many clients is your real estate agent working with? Plus a few other insider secrets real estate agents don't want you to know. Stay with me till the end for today's crazy, stupid, silly, but very true real estate story. It's the favorite part of what I do, and you're gonna love it. Now, let's get started. Okay, let me switch over here to my laptop. If you are thinking of selling your home, we're talking about the questions to ask before putting your home on the market so that you can put the most do-re-mi in your pocket when you sell your home. And here we go. Today, we are looking at the questions you should ask before hiring a real estate broker. And at the top of my list is this question: how long has your real estate agent been in business? And can you see the clock on the screen? You'll see there's also a calendar layered in there. So it isn't just how long has your agent been in business, but how much time can they devote to you? We'll talk more about that in just a minute. Yes, how long have you been in business is an important question to ask an agent before hiring them. It's the same question you'd ask a doctor or a lawyer or anyone that you feel needs to have experience before handling what could be your single most important asset. You want an expert. You want someone who knows the intricacies of the business and a level of knowledge that only comes with experience. Does this person know how to negotiate in your best interest? Do they know how to save a transaction that's about to fall apart? Do they know how to keep you out of future litigation? Because I've got to say, I've seen a lot of agents, too many to count, who wrongly think that signing all your disclosures will keep you out of trouble. You know, I've been in the business about 1,000,000 years now, working across 4 states, so I've seen a lot. Sorry, I'm showing you a caveman here and not a cave woman, but I do feel like I've invented fire, maybe on more than one occasion, but we'll save that for another day. You know, I remember one client, and his name was Bob Rogers, and he thought the real estate contract was bulletproof. He thought he was fully protected as a seller. And when a discrepancy came up on the original furnace in his house, he just refused to cooperate. He said, "The contract is a contract, and I don't have to do a blasted thing." He had an air of cockiness and arrogance, as if he had a monopoly over the real estate market. Is this a Monopoly guy on the screen? I think it is. I don't know. I'm not sure. But when the buyer showed up with one of those fancy lawyer letters, well, Bob quickly found out that because he didn't even attempt any kind of workout, because he lacked any sense of cooperation at all, he actually found himself in hot water, so to speak. Oh, it all worked out in the end, and that's because at the end of the day, he was persuaded to realize that he didn't actually want to be held responsible for a furnace that might blow up all of Anaheim and kill innocent children. Well, I'm exaggerating, of course, but you get the idea. But you want someone with at least a few years in the business, someone who knows how to negotiate and someone who knows how to support your best interest and keep you out of the trouble with the battles that we see in real estate every single day. You want someone who's on your side through thick and thin. Leave me a comment below and tell me if you've ever asked someone about their specific experience, or did you just take their word for it? All right, before we get on to the next couple of questions to ask before hiring a real estate broker, if this is your first time on the channel and you don't want to miss any tools for first-time home sellers, then you know what to do. Take a minute to subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications. This will also help people just like you who want the best information. On this channel, we talk about how to put the most do-re-mi in your pocket when you sell your home. My name is Remy, like do-re-mi. I am an award-winning designer, a best-selling author, and a top-producing real estate agent who has worked across 4 states. My team and I get calls every single day from people asking how to sell my house more quickly, and we love hearing from you. Whether you're looking to sell your house and move tomorrow or somewhere down the road, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'd love to hear from you, and those links are below. All right, here we go. We are looking at the questions you should ask before hiring a real estate broker, and here comes the next question. Is your real estate agent full-time or part-time? All right. A lot of agents work only part-time, which could be a problem if you require full-time attention. What if you aren't getting any showings and the marketing plan needs to be adjusted? What if you have so many showings that you wonder if you priced the home too low and need to re-strategize? What if your listing is now in a bidding war? What if you've made it through all the showings and now you've encountered problems with escrow or title? Ideally, you want an agent who works full time. If not, the agent should make it abundantly clear exactly how urgent matters will be addressed. True story, I belong to an online Facebook group that has almost 270,000 agents and mortgage brokers. Can you see it right there? I've got it circled in red. So it's quite active and a very robust group. Now, you might be amazed how many of these agents in the group. What's a good side hustle for a real estate agent? Should I drive for Uber? Should I try and start an online t-shirt business? How will I know when I can quit my full-time job? And you can see here that a whopping 438 agents in this group have responded as to what their own side hustle is. Now, I also see agents who are incredibly depressed or in a panic because they just aren't making it in the business. And as a seller, how would you know? I even saw one this last week who has a full-time job as a teacher. She needed to leave early on a Friday to go attend an escrow closing, and she was completely transparent about this to her boss, and she was asking us all in the group, "This is only my first closing. I can't risk losing my job. What do I do?" See, all this happens behind the scenes, and you might not ever know that you could end up suffering because the agent you just hired can't give you full-time attention you need on a legal transaction that could be putting you at risk. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a part-time agent, but like a good spy, I'm here to reveal those things that may be hidden so that you'll know what questions to ask before you hire an agent. I know that the clients I work with enjoy knowing that I am most definitely a full-time practitioner. Leave me a comment below. Tell me if this surprises you, this idea that some agents don't practice real estate full-time, and tell me if you've ever hired a doctor or a lawyer who didn't practice in their field full-time. How do you feel about that? Okay, here comes the next question you should consider asking. And the next question is, how many clients is your real estate agent working with? You want an agent who's busy, but not too busy. Anyone juggling much more than 10 clients might be too busy to provide you with high-quality one-on-one service. For me personally, when I have 3 open escrows, I'm busy, but not too busy. But when I get to 7 open escrows, I most definitely need help, some kind of additional support staff. Over 10, and the quality begins to dwindle, and now I don't need support staff, I need other licensed agents on my team. Now, if you're my client, you may get one-on-one service, but it may not be with me, and that's a huge distinction to understand. You know, I used to have a guy in my office, and his name was Frank. I won't tell you his last name because he's still super active in Orange County, but we used to tease him and call him a machine, and he was, but was it too much? Maybe the idea of personalized relationship to him was 30 seconds or less, and maybe it was high quality. But for someone who's a machine, is personal attention ever possible? I don't know. And I also don't know, but maybe you love the idea of working with someone who's a machine. Each to his own, right? For the clients I work with, I had to make a decision some time ago that I no longer wanted to create a machine. I no longer wanted the empire. Been there, done that. I no longer wanted to be overworked. The high quality one-on-one service was just too important to me. And to me, proper attention is too important for my clients. So you may feel like it's a good idea to hire an award-winning top producer, and maybe it is. I certainly have a garage full of awards myself, but I'm also suggesting it might be valuable to dig in and see what your potential agent has on their plate so that you know what you're dealing with. Has to be a good fit on both sides. It all starts before you hire someone by asking, how many clients are you currently working with? Because you want to set yourself up to put the most do-re-mi in your pocket when it's all said and done. Okay. You know, in each of these episodes, I've promised to share with you the lighter side of real estate by featuring one crazy, stupid, silly story. These stories are my favorite part of real estate. So let's see, what do we have for today? This one is from Amy in, does this say Regis, Connecticut? Not sure, but she says, I had to clean up a centurion altar room. She says it involves a religious practice that we see in Mexico, Cuba, and the Caribbean. It's recognized all over the world, she says, and even by our own government. In real estate, we'll find these rooms with mantles and altars. They'll be filled with candles and incense, prayer beads, and statues, but we might also see animal remains, fresh blood, and even human skulls and bones. And these have sometimes been found by digging up graves. Never fun to clean up, she says, but most buyers don't want to see that on their first walkthrough of a house. Okay, well, I learn something new every day in this business. I think I've mentioned before that I showed a house with an animal crematorium, and yes, my buyer wanted to pass on that one, but I have never seen a centurion altar in all my years of real estate. Okay, let's move on. Remember, whether you're looking to sell your house and move tomorrow or next year or somewhere down the road, you can give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'll talk about how to put the most do-re-mi in your pocket. When we see each other, you can ask me about the 3 options for getting more do-re-mi from the sale of your home. I call these the 3 do-re-mi options. One of these will be just right for you, and the other 2 won't be a fit. I would love to go over these with you in person. Thanks for watching. Be sure and check the description box below for any free giveaways, and I look forward to chatting with you soon.